My dear students, welcome to our second online lecture for physics, and it is for rotational dynamics. In this lecture, I am going to explain about uniform circular motion and non-uniform circular motion in detail. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to know about what is meant by uniform circular motion and what is meant by non-uniform circular motion. Also, you will know what is meant by radial acceleration and what is the tangential acceleration, and you can differentiate between the uniform circular motion and non-uniform circular motion very well. So let us start now. First we see what is meant by uniform circular motion. In the uniform circular motion, as you know, it is the circular motion. Circular motion means the path is circular, the object is moving along the circular path, along the circumference of circle. Here, in the uniform circular motion, when the object is moving at every instant, the magnitude of velocity, that is called as speed, that remains constant at every instant during the circular motion. During its revolution, the magnitude of velocity does not change, but the velocity, we cannot say the speed is constant, but the velocity is not constant. Why? Because at every point, as we know, as we learned in the last lecture, that in the circular motion, at every point, when the object moves in a circular path, the direction of velocity is along the tangent, and so the velocity, we cannot say the velocity is constant, but here the speed is constant, and then it is called as uniform circular motion. Means here the definition, the motion of an object along a circular path with a constant speed is known as uniform circular motion. There are so many examples in our daily life about the circular motion. Here we see the example, that is the motion of earth around the sun. We can say also the motion of moon around the earth, motion of all the satellites, all the planets around the sun, and the motion of tip of hands of a clock, that is minute hand, second hand and hour hand. All these are performing uniform circular motion because their speed is constant, and as their speed is constant, their period is also constant and the frequency is also constant. We will see in detail in the next. Again, I focus here. From these two diagram, I am going to explain what is uniform circular motion clearly. See in this diagram. Suppose the particle starts from this point, the circular motion. Its velocity initially its velocity is 50 meter per second. At this point, the velocity is again 50 meter per second. At this point, again the velocity is 50 meter per second. Here also 50 meter per second. Here also 50 meter per second. And at this point also it is 50 meter per second, and again comes to at original point. Means during its revolution, the speed, that is the magnitude of velocity, remains constant, it does not change, but the direction of velocity at every instant, here it is shown in this diagram, that are along the tangent. So this is called as uniform circular motion. Means we can say one special feature of uniform circular motion is its speed is constant. And what is about the angular velocity in uniform circular motion? Can you tell me what is meant by angular velocity? Can you define the angular velocity? In, as we know, in the linear motion, in the rectilinear motion, the velocity is the rate of change of linear displacement. That is the linear velocity. Here, in the same way, we define the angular velocity, that is the rate of change of angular displacement. I have explained angular displacement in the last lecture. Angular displacement means when the object turn, when the object move, its radius vector also turn at the center, it traces some angle, that is called as angular displacement. Here the angular displacement with respect to time, or we can say the change in angular displacement with respect to time, will be constant, and that's why the angular velocity is constant. There is no change in angular velocity. Its direction is also constant and its magnitude is also constant. We can say about the direction in the next slide. Now, what is about the angular acceleration? Again we know, can you tell me, can you recall what is angular acceleration? Angular acceleration is again the rate of change of angular velocity, d omega upon dt. Here as we know, omega is constant and angular acceleration is the derivative of angular velocity. We know according to maths, the differentiation of any constant things, derivative of any constant things is 0, and also we know that there is the rate of change of angular velocity with respect to time. Yes, that is equal to 0. That is the angular acceleration. Again, in the uniform circular motion, along with this angular acceleration, there is a radial acceleration. There is a linear acceleration. Sorry, linear acceleration. This linear acceleration. See here, when the particle is at this point in this diagram, this arrow gives us the linear acceleration, and the linear acceleration is divided into two components. One component is along the tangent, that is the tangential acceleration, and one component is along the radius, that is the radial acceleration. Hence we can say the linear acceleration is the sum of tangential acceleration plus radial acceleration. Now, here we can say that the tangential acceleration is 0. Why the tangential acceleration is 0? Because here, when the object is moving, when the object is turning here, moving here, its speed remains constant and there is no change in speed. That's why the tangential acceleration is 0. Again, I am going to explain this by taking the example of linear motion. Suppose we are sitting in a car and we are moving in a straight line path, and in that car, suppose the speed is constant, that is 50 meter per second means 50 meter per second. We are moving in a car with a constant speed 50 meter per second. There is no acceleration because there is no change in speed and there is no acceleration in the direction of velocity. Here the tangential acceleration is in the direction of velocity. As there is no change in its magnitude, there is no tangential acceleration in uniform circular motion, and we can say the tangential acceleration is 0. As the tangential acceleration is 0, we can say the linear acceleration is equal to radial acceleration. Means there is only the radial acceleration in the uniform circular motion that is directed along the radius and towards the center. So why there is the radial acceleration in uniform circular motion? What is the cause of radial acceleration? See here, in the linear motion, when the object is moving forward, there is the acceleration in the direction of velocity when there is the change in velocity. Means when we increase the speed of the object from 50 to 60, 60 to 70, means we increase the speed, there may be the acceleration in the direction of velocity. Here, the object is moving means it has a turning effect. It turns at every instant, and as it turns, due to turning effect, there is the radial acceleration that is directed towards the center. So here we can say in uniform circular motion there is only radial acceleration, and as we know the magnitude of radial accelerations are, there are the three equations to calculate the radial acceleration. When we want to calculate the magnitude of radial acceleration, we can say that radial acceleration is equal to omega square r, that is the square of angular velocity into radius. Again, there is the second formula for it, that is the square of linear velocity upon the radius, and also it is equal to product of linear velocity and angular velocity. Actually, all these formulas you have learned in your 11th class in the topic circular motion. So this is about the radial acceleration. Now, I am going to explain about the directions in the uniform circular motion. Suppose the object is moving in a anti-clockwise sense. Here in the anti-clockwise sense, to show the direction of angular acceleration, angular displacement and angular velocity, we can use the right hand thumb rule. What is the right hand thumb rule? Here, take the palm of your right hand. Here, we can curl our four fingers in the direction of motion of the object. The outstretched thumbs here gives the direction of angular displacement, angular velocity and angular acceleration. Now here, see here, the thumb is perpendicular to the plane of rotation. Means the plane is horizontal. The thumb is in the upward direction when the object is moving in the anti-clockwise direction. Now if the object revolve in the clockwise direction, see here in the second diagram, when the object is moving in the clockwise directions, here this is our clockwise direction, curl the finger in the clockwise direction, the outstretched thumb is now in the downward direction, means the direction of angular velocity reverse. When the object is moving in the anti-clockwise, it is in the upward direction, and when the object is moving in clockwise, it is in downward direction. And all the quantities, that is the angular displacement, angular acceleration and angular velocity, have the same direction in the uniform circular motion. Actually in the uniform circular motion the angular acceleration is 0, So we can say the angular displacement and angular velocity have the same directions. Now we can summarize some characteristics of uniform circular motion. As I discussed, we can say that what are the characteristics of UCM, or what are the special features of uniform circular motion. The magnitude of linear velocity remains constant and only its direction changes at every instant. See here what we say, magnitude of linear velocity, or we can say it linear speed remains constant and only its direction changes at every instant. This is the special feature of uniform circular motion. So now let us see what is the second characteristics. The direction of linear velocity is always tangential to the path. As the direction of linear velocity is always tangential to the path, that's why we can say the uniform circular motion is an accelerated motion. In the uniform circular motion, again see the angular velocity of the object is constant. There is no change in angular velocity. The angular acceleration is 0. Here in uniform circular motion, there is no angular acceleration, and it is a periodic motion having a definite time period and frequency. As we see the example of motion of moon around the earth or the motion of earth around the sun. In that case, they take the time period, that is a particular time period, definite time period for completing one revolution, and the time period is fixed, and that's why their linear speed is fixed, their angular velocity is constant, and we can say the frequency is also, it have the definite frequency. These are all in uniform circular motion. And again, at the last, we see that in uniform circular motion, the object have only centripetal acceleration. This is about all the uniform circular motion. Now, at next, I am going to explain here now. We will turn towards the non-uniform circular motion. So, what is non-uniform circular motion? Its meaning is also in the word non-uniform. Means in the uniform circular motion, we say the speed is constant. Here, during circular motion, if the speed of the particle does not remain constant, it is called non-uniform circular motion. See in this diagram, at this point, suppose the velocity is v1, here the velocity is different, here the velocity is different, here the velocity is different. At different point, the velocity goes on changing. Yes, and the examples are motion of a body in a vertical circle. Here suppose this is a vertical circle, the velocity motion, here object is moving in anti-clockwise direction. At different points the velocities are different. And also the motion of blades of a fan when it is switched on or off. See here, when the fan is switched on, its blades moving in a circular direction, its velocity go on increasing initially. And when we switch off the fan, its velocity go on decreasing. That is the case of non-uniform circular motion. So now let us see again here in this diagram. We see detail about the uniform, non-uniform circular motion. See here, when the object is at this initial point, original, suppose it start its motion from this point, its linear velocity is 50 meter per second. Suppose the object covers some distance along a circular path, its velocity changes to 60 meter per second. We can say here the magnitude as well as the direction changes. Again, suppose it move towards the next position, its velocity may be 90 meter per second or 100 meter per second. Means the change in velocity is also not constant, and the velocity during the circular motion at every instant there may be the change in velocity. The velocity may be increase or decrease, and then that circular motion is called as non-uniform circular motion. Obviously here the velocity is not zero and the linear velocity is not also constant, and that's why as the linear velocity is not constant, the angle traced by the radius vector at the center per unit time, that is the angular velocity, will not be constant. You know that what is mean by angular velocity? Try to tell me the answer, what is mean by angular velocity. Again focus this question on this question. What is angular velocity? The rate of change of angular displacement is called as angular velocity. Here the change in displacement with respect to time will be same or different because the velocity is different. The distance circular path covered by the object in the same time interval will be different at different instant, and so the angular velocity is not constant. And as the angular velocity is not constant, there may be some rate of change of angular velocity with respect to time. Means the object performing non-uniform circular motion has some angular acceleration. Here angular acceleration is not equal to 0. Again, the linear acceleration of the object is the sum of tangential acceleration and radial acceleration, as I discussed in the last slide. Here the tangential acceleration is along the tangent, the radial acceleration is along the center. These are the two components of this linear acceleration. Here there is the radial acceleration as well as there is the tangential acceleration. The tangential acceleration will not be 0. Why? Because when the speed increases, there may be some acceleration in the direction of velocity. There is change in velocity, and the acceleration results due to this change in velocity will be in the direction of the tangent, and so there is the tangential acceleration also. The direction of tangential acceleration, I focus here, see here, the direction of tangential acceleration is in the direction of linear velocity, or sometimes it may be opposite to the direction of this linear velocity, that is in the inward direction to this tangent. Then this will be possible here. Now here from this point the velocity go on increasing from this point to this point, that is 50 meter per second to 60 meter per second. Again we say that at this point the velocity may be 90 meter per second. Means during this motion the velocity go on increasing. Then due to change in velocity there is the tangential acceleration, that is in the direction of this tangent, along the tangent, and it is in the direction of linear velocity. But from this point, suppose we say the object is moving and its speed decreases up to 10 meter per second. Means here there is the decrease in velocity. When there is the decrease in velocity, there is the tangential acceleration, but it is opposite to the direction of linear velocity. Listen it and try to understand it. Now, as the linear acceleration is the sum of tangential acceleration and radial acceleration, here the object have both the tangential acceleration and linear acceleration, centripetal acceleration, sorry, and also it has the angular acceleration. Now, again we can summarize some characteristics of non-uniform circular motion. What we can say about the non-uniform circular motion, that is its magnitude as well as direction of linear velocity here does not remains constant. Angular velocity of the object is not constant in non-uniform circular motion. The object has angular acceleration. The magnitude of centripetal acceleration is not constant. The object has centripetal as well as tangential acceleration. These are all the characteristics of non-uniform circular motion. So at the last now, we can differentiate between the uniform circular motion and non-uniform circular motion. So let us see the comparison of uniform circular motion and non-uniform circular motion. In UCM, what we can say in the UCM? In the UCM, we can say that first point, the linear speed is constant. Here we can say the linear speed is constant. Whereas, what we can say here? Here we can say the linear speed is not constant. Now the next point, we can say here in UCM, angular velocity is constant. Whereas, here we can say the angular velocity is not constant. Now, the third point, here in uniform circular motion, we can say the angular acceleration is 0, and here the angular acceleration is not constant. Now the next point, in uniform circular motion, what will be the difference? Magnitude of radial acceleration is constant. Here you can say the magnitude of radial acceleration is not constant, because we know we can calculate the radial acceleration by different formula, that is v square by r or r omega square, and here the angular velocity and angular acceleration are not constant. That's why the magnitude of radial acceleration also not constant. Now let us see the next point. In UCM, the object has no tangential acceleration, whereas in non-uniform circular motion, the object has tangential acceleration. Now the last point, in uniform circular motion, the object possesses only centripetal acceleration, and here what we can say, the object possesses both centripetal as well as tangential acceleration. So this is about the comparison of uniform circular motion. Now, my dear students, I hope by listening this video, when you watch this video, I hope that you might able to give the answer to some questions. So I give you here the home task. Means you have to read these questions. You have to watch the video carefully and you have to read the questions and try to find out the answer. Answers are given in the video itself. Why the object has only radial acceleration in UCM? The next question is why the tangential acceleration in UCM is 0? What is the next question? See here. In non-uniform circular motion, what is the direction of tangential acceleration when the speed of the object increases and decreases? State the equations of radial acceleration. Then the next, give the difference between uniform and non-uniform circular motion. To get the answer of all these questions, you have to watch the video very carefully again and again and try to find out the answers of these questions. I hope that you might get the idea very well about the uniform circular motion and non-uniform circular motion. So thank you. Thank you once again. Uh, have a nice day and stay home and stay safe. Thank you.